You with the boxing guru. Canelo Alvarez two-fight deal smells like boo-boo, and it's not Demetrius Andres. It's a little stronger. I should say doo-doo. Canelo definitely had the world turned upside down when there was a rumor going around where he was facing the bad boy Jamal Charlo Cinco de Mayo in Las Vegas, Nevada, 2022. That would have been a electrifying fight, a more intriguing fight, a, a fight that the fans want to see, and some of Canelo Alvarez haters would like to see it. Some of the legendary great Mexican superstars who feel that Canelo resume is tainted because of his selection of fighters that he chose en route to be unified champ at 168. So that would have been great if him and Jamal Charlo could have got it on. It would have been electrifying. It was a $50 million deal for Canelo. I don't understand why he didn't go that route. And then one thing for sure, I didn't understand why the people over at PBC didn't lock him in at that route because Canelo was so advocate about trying to get that other belt from PBC fighter Caleb Plant. That should have been in the negotiations or the signing of the contract where Canelo has to fight one of the PBC fighters in order for him to get that belt at 168 to become unified champ. That's how I would have played it because Canelo is definitely a huge mega star in the sport of boxing. He's a big draw. So it would have been perfectly lit. And plus, PBC has some of the top 168 pounders, and they have some of the top fighters that can make big money fights with Canelo Alvarez. You had Jamal Charlo, number one. I think he'll sell a lot. You had David Benavidez. You had some other list of fighters. I can't think of them right now. But Canelo facing PBC fighters is the best lucrative bouts for him, unless he's jumping up way up to heavyweight to fight Fury or AJ, which is impossible unless he really steroid out or on some kind of enhancement. But in my opinion, that fight should be Jamal Charlo because they should have fought a long, long time ago, especially when they was under the Golden Boy banner. So hopefully this fight still come to pass on May 7th, 2022 in Las Vegas, Nevada, because now they saying the two-fight deal might not be official now. So Jamel Charlo definitely still has a not Jamel, but Jamal Charlo definitely still has a opportunity to make this a great fight, and this would be a good fight for the boxing industry to start off 2022. This would be one of the biggest fights of the year so far. Canelo Alvarez versus Jamal Charlo, because you have a lot of casualties and sports figures who think Alvarez will stop the undefeated Jamal Charlo in dominant fashion, and you have some people who think Jamal Charlo's style, including myself, will give Canelo Alvarez a lot of problems. Me and Paulie think Jamal Charlo will be a problem for Canelo Alvarez because Jamal Charlo, if he's the disciplined fighter, he stays behind his long jab and right hand. If he doesn't get too greedy, I think that would be a problem for the pressure come forward type fighter Canelo Alvarez. Canelo definitely needs you to play a certain type of game with him, not punch hard, uh, be lazy, and not throw enough punches. And Jamal Charlo is very active at 160 pounds. And with him moving up, I think he'll be real strong because of his stature and his build. So Jamal is definitely a 168 pounder, in my opinion. So I'm hoping this fight come to fruition because Canelo Alvarez definitely need a young, strong lion like Jamal on this fight. And plus, the Charlos definitely needed because they definitely has been putting on the last few years some entertaining bouts, and they one of the top figures in boxing right now. So that would be a lucrative bout for boxing, and it definitely needs to happen. Canelo Alvarez versus Jamal Charlo still is a possibility for May 7th going down. These are the words of the one and only boxing guru for this episode of Under the Microscope. Canelo Alvarez 2-fight deal smells like boo boo, and it's not Demetrius Andres.
Subscribe to me if you want more of the Boxing Guru Show.
Come get it. 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 Come get it.